Y'all ready to be history? All right, hey, there we go.
We're out of here.
All right, there you go, that's it.
Sway,
Yeah.
so before we get started, will you please sign this for me?
Oh, shit, damn, wow. Wow.
Look at how, you look like a kid. You're a kid there.
Damn, man, I was a baby, bro.
Crazy.
That's our teenage years. Y'all didn't know I had bars once upon a time, huh? Yeah, you want me to say Marshall? You want me to say?
Yes, please.
Okay. That's M-A-R.
That's H-A-L-L.
Yeah, there you go. Look
Hell
at that,
yeah,
man. I
man.
signed a vinyl for him, man. Look at that, man. Look at.
Incredible.
Look
Yo,
at that shit.
man, your signature's so much better than mine. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. Man, you threw me off with that.
Fucked up your whole shit?
Not really. I'm just impressed that you dug that deep in the crates, man. I didn't know you.
I'm always digging in the crates.
That's good to know, man. That's good to know. If you want to use any lyrics from any of those songs on that vinyl, bro.
Well, I was gonna ask you when the cameras are off. There's a couple bars that I wish I could have.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Go ahead, man. What's mine is yours, man. If it make your shit tighter, you know. Let's speak on bars, though. Here we are. Kamikaze came out. You know, you shocked the world the way you did it. What made you do it? I mean, a Revival came out December 2017. That wasn't that long ago. It was less than a year. What made you just drop it on the world the way you did?
Because I feel like the way the climate is right now, if you give people.
How do you describe your relationship with Joe Budden?
I mean, listen, me and Joe Budden aren't, we're not friends like that. We're not like, we didn't go to the same fucking high school or something, you know what I'm saying? So I get that part. But when I'm out here flying around to different places and doing interviews and trying to use my platform to pump up Slaughterhouse every chance I get, and you're using your platform to fucking trash me. And I'm one of the things that keeps this ship moving. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're doing something, you got a voice in hip hop, so you actually could be affecting this ship a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't owe me nothing. But I've never got in a fucking interview and been like, Joe Budden shit is fucking trash. That last album he put out is fucking trash. So that's kind of the attitude I took to this whole album. Kamikaze is like, all right, what if I give everybody my opinion about them?
But look, I want to talk about Slaughterhouse, because there's a lot of, including myself, people that really feel like the Slaughterhouse Saga was unfinished. You know, I know there's a Glass House album that was pretty much completed but never released, right? Where
we had left it about 2 years ago was everybody came in and some of the guys in the group picked certain beats. Some of the guys didn't feel those beats, so they liked the other beats. And there was definitely enough songs to put an album out, but for the most part, it wasn't a complete picture because everybody wasn't on the same page of what their favorite songs were. So I thought they were gonna go back home, regroup, and try to make a few more songs. I didn't hear anything from that, and then at that point I started getting really deep into Revival. You know, I was recording every day. So a couple months go by, and from what I understand it to be, what I was told, I didn't hear this firsthand, but Joe said, Slaughterhouse ain't hot right now, we don't have a buzz, we need to put out a mixtape. From that point, everybody started branching out. Royce went and did his album, Prime. Like, everybody started doing their own kind of solo shit. So I thought they were just happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just wanted to maybe work on their own projects for a while and we would come back and visit this or whatever. When we made the first Slaughterhouse album.
The Welcome to Our House?
Welcome to Our House. That was another album that I felt like, holy shit, people literally just trashed this. They trashed this album. There was a huge fucking backlash of, oh man, this ain't what we want to hear. It sounds too polished and all that shit. Like, you're critiquing these guys who are fucking wordsmiths. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a certain type of person that, oh man, I only like the beats. There's a certain type of person that will lean towards lyrics more. There's a certain type of person that will lean towards a voice more, they like better. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody leans towards their own thing, but I was just like, holy shit. Because to me, the beats were crazy on that album. And fucking blow or if you don't blow, doesn't matter to me. But then when you get on Tech Nine's album and you start sending shots and people start hitting me up, yo, Machine Gun dissed you, he just dissed you, he dissed you. I'm like, I listen to it, I'm like, did he really diss me though? I keep listening to it, yo, this rap, you not gods. And then somebody sends me a screenshot of his Twitter. And it says, had some shit to get off my chest. You just rap, you not God. Some shit like that. Yeah. And I was like,
a reference to the Rap God song?
Yeah. So I'm like, on the song he said, y'all just rap, you not gods. And on Twitter he said, you just rap, you not God. Had some shit to get off my chest. And I'm seeing, and by the way, this was on the heels of the freestyle he had just did about Shade 45s. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Now I'm in this fucking weird thing because I'm like, I gotta answer this motherfucker. And every time I do that, it makes that person as irrelevant as people say I am in hip hop. Yeah. I make them bigger by getting into this thing where I'm like, I want to destroy him, but I also don't want to make him bigger. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because now you're a fucking enemy. So I'll leave it at that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do at this point right now because I'm still kind of waiting to see what.
You haven't heard his Rap Devil response?
No, I heard it.
What do you think of it?
It's not bad for him. Mm-hmm. He has some good lines in it.
Did y'all really call Interscope to try to shelve his?
Fuck no. I never made a fucking call, made a call to Diddy, really? Yeah. I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened. It didn't feel like a diss to me, it just felt like pitiful. I'm like, ah, fuck. Now I'm feeling bad for something I didn't even have to do with. So that's how that happened. So he made a reply to my reply. So
King Crooked had a song called I Can't Breathe, where he talks about, man, we can't just be the only ones saying this.
White rappers shouldn't stay quiet.
White rappers shouldn't stay quiet.
I can't tell you how hard that line hit me. It was to the point where I'm like, this is how strong I feel about something. I gotta put it in the right words, you know? And I saw shit where it was like, oh, these are not new subjects, they're new to Eminem and, you know, that kind of shit.
How did you respond to that reaction? You got backlash for that, you know, especially when you
I got backlash for the Trump cipher and yeah. You know, it is what it is. At least when this shit is all said and done, maybe I can just be on the right side of history. But you got people dissecting the bars and going, oh, this shit is trash, it's not even that good. And like, that's not what it's about. You're missing the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to say this also to my fan base who might have voted for him. A lot of people in my fan base probably did. And at the time I did the cipher, I realized after it was all said and done that maybe I should have just attacked him.
When you said you drew that line in the sand, maybe you should have not done that. You should have reworded it and showed empathy towards.
Well, that's what I realized after I was done. That's kind of how I felt because it's like, okay, this is backfiring on me, and I don't care. I don't give a fuck if that's what happened and hurt my sales. I don't care about that. Yeah. I care about the message I'm trying to convey.
Why you felt a need to stand up, though? What was that for you as Marshall? What made you
decide? Because I was just watching it every single day. I watch a lot of news, right? Yeah. The thing that pissed me off the most, that really set me off when I started going crazy with the pen, because I'm like, the Kaepernick thing. And when that shit happened and how he kept changing the narrative and kept changing the narrative, you fucking, I can't.
All your career, you was the I just don't give a fuck guy.
That can work both ways.
How so?
Because you don't give a fuck, you will fire back at somebody who says something about you. I picked and chose that I wanted to say my piece with. Yeah. Because a lot of those things were personal. But then there's a lot of things that aren't personal in Kamikaze. You know, it's just the game and competition. You know what I'm saying? And
spirit of an MC.
Spirit of an MC, yeah. But you know, with the Tyler the Creator thing, man, I realize now, and I realized when I said it, but I wasn't like in the mind frame of, I was angry when I said the shit about Tyler. The fact of like, every time I saw this kid, like, always so cool to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I loved his energy, like everything, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a funny dude, like he's super charismatic and shit. But I'm sitting back like, man, at what point do I have to say something just to defend myself? And I think that the word that I called him on the album was, on that song, was one of the things where I felt like this might be too far. Because in my
the homophobic
in my
slur.
quest, in my quest to hurt him, put the mic down. You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal belief. As far as anybody out here that does use ghostwriters, that's fine. If that's what you do, that's fine. But I'm telling you, I don't do it. Hip hop was the most important thing that empowered me as a kid. It made me feel, I have a line where I say it made me feel tough when I wasn't.
Yeah.
When I was a scrawny little kid, growing up on 8 Mile, walking up the fucking block, put headphones on, and it made me feel powerful. Hip hop probably was, I mean, it was like my dad. Hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And it was the only thing that made me empowered. It made me feel good about myself. And when I started being able to write rhymes and figured out I could do it, that's where the feeling comes from to me. Because the excitement is being able to come up with the shit. You know what I'm saying? It taught me how to throw my first punch. Gave me the confidence to be able to throw my first punch. And to realize, not only that, the fact that Proof used to beat my ass all the time in the backyard boxing, and one time he beat me like,
you know, joining a board and maybe you have a vote in it?
First of all, that vote is fake as fuck. That's not a real vote. That's not a real vote. They give it to who they want to give it to. They give it to their darlings, the fucking, oh, this got critical acclaim, but it sold 2 records. Like, it ain't about always what you sell. I get that, Vanilla Ice, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there comes a point where when an overwhelming something comes along that has this wave and impact on music, and you give it to fucking Lada fucking Dottie. Who? Lada Dottie. It's only Lada Dottie. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, man, I don't know who won over Kendrick and Jay. Bruno Mars is fucking incredible.
Bruno Mars is great. But I remember Beyonce did win for the album Lemonade. Yeah. And I was like, what the hell, you know?
It's like they're so fucking tone deaf to what is actually going on, but they're not in a sense of, oh, we're gonna get Beyonce here, we're gonna get Jay here, we can say all these names are gonna be here and we'll make them think. I guarantee you that the people from the Grammys was on the phone with Beyonce's people or Jay-Z's people saying every year that they're up for something, hinting they're gonna win to get them to come there.
So you over that?
I fucking guarantee you.
You over that. I guess I won't see you at the Grammys this year.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not? Okay. Yeah. What if you're nominated?
First of all, I won't be.
Okay.
Because they know that I don't like them. And if I was, I wouldn't win because they know that I don't like them.
One final question. I want to ask you about a song that, to me, man, it was probably one of the most heart-wrenching songs on the project was Stepping Stone. You know, and you tell the history of D12, how it started, you know, and what happened through the duration, and at the end of it, you said it's over. That's it. Were the members aware of that song? They were. They were? Okay.
They were. They got a heads up, and, you know, I explained. I honestly have not talked to Swift and Conniver yet. about the song. They just knew it was coming down the pipe. But the way I explain it is this. Proof was the glue that binded us all together, right? He did so much shit behind the scenes that I didn't even realize, and did things to keep us a group and to motivate us.
You mentioned that you guys knew all this stuff was happening, but y'all never talked about it. You know, you were men, you know, I'm paraphrasing in the verses, but everybody was doing their solo projects, and you know, y'all was drifting further apart.
Well, that's what ended up happening, was everybody was kind of doing their solo things, made solo projects, mixtapes and things like that, and we're doing shows. And I think the conversation now going forward is to see if there's anything we can do to help their solo careers. You know, and we'll always be friends, man. We always been friends since we were kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll always be good on that aspect, you know. And I want to help them do whatever it is that their next thing is on the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Mixtape, album, shopping, whatever it is.
When I listen to these stories, and I've known you since the 90s, and I've known you through these ups and downs, and even if I wasn't there on your side, I was there on your team, so to speak, you know.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting there thinking, man, this man must have went through some great therapy, because right now, where you at, you seem like you're in a comfortable place, you know who you are, you know what you want, and even though you got these people coming at you, get strong enough to respond in a way that you wouldn't naturally do it. How did you get to this place, though? Did you do therapy? Was it?
Nah, my music is therapy, you know, so I just, I don't know, man, I've been coasting through, and I feel like I write all the time, whether I use it or not, you know, I write all the time, and that's my best therapy, is to be able to get stuff out. Just like the D12 song, it was like one of those things where, like, I know that they have things they want to say to me, and I have things I want to say to them. So this is kind of how I wanted to tell them, like, you know, I love you guys, like, forever. Like, I'm here.